Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this June the 5th, 2026. I'm hoping everybody had a great Friday out there so far, but it's a great Friday evening. I hope everybody can stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather, cut the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be taking a look at the storm system moving across the country and your low and your tropical weather outlook. Also, we're going to take a look at the tropical weather page at the end of the video as well. Also, take a look at your local forecast for your Saturday, Sunday, which is your weekend outlook. Also, take a look at the current watch and warning advisory map currently across the nation. Also, we got some severe weather to talk about for day 2, 3, 5, and 6. So make sure you stick around to the entire video, and also make sure you subscribe as well. Also, like these videos, share these videos, and let's continue to get the show on the road there, folks. Alright, you can see we got some activity down here across South America, Central America, from the Central American coast to the Eastern Pacific. Got several tropical waves. Even got a little tropical storm out here named Amanda in the tropical Eastern Pacific. We got more tropical waves over here expected to become tropical storms as well in the coming days. We got a little bit of activity across the Yucatan Peninsula, Mexico into Texas, stretching through Louisiana, into areas of Mexico into Colorado, stretching into Kansas, into portion of Nebraska as well, through areas of Missouri, all the way into the Great Lakes region up here around Michigan, Wisconsin, southeast Canada. You see a cold front stretching from the Bahamas all the way into the north central tropical Atlantic. You got more scattered activity in the off the coast of the California, Oregon, and Washington coast. Got a little bit of activity across northern California into Nevada as well. And a little bit of activity moving through South Carolina, but that's just some high cloud in it. Maybe a little bit of moisture presented, but no precipitation falling at this time. Alright, let's move on into your local forecast now, which is your weekend outlook. Should roll out something like this here across the board. Okay, you can see we got some mixed precipitation over here in Washington, Oregon, Idaho, and also Montana, a little bit in Wyoming. Thunderstorms and showers for Washington, Oregon, portion of Idaho, Montana, through the Dakotas, down to Wyoming, also a portion of northern Utah, through Colorado, New Mexico, to Texas, to Louisiana, central portion of southern Florida, Florida Keys, over toward the Panhandle, Florida, Mississippi, Alabama, through Illinois, southern Wisconsin to Michigan, over here to that Lake Huron, to Ohio, all the way to Maine. We got severe weather possible from Ohio to Pennsylvania, New York State, to Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, New York City, New Jersey, northern Maryland, and northern portions of West Virginia, a little bit around D. Flat flooding and heavy rain down across southeast Louisiana, southern portion of Mississippi, and then again across Texas, Oklahoma, and Arkansas region as well. Some critical fire weather with Nevada, over into Nevada, southern California, Arizona, Utah, and portion of western Colorado. And also severe weather possible up here in portions of North Dakota and Montana regions as well. Otherwise, expect your high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Saturday. Alright, let's move on into your Sunday forecast now. Here you can see the weather feature. Got the cold front, warm front, low pressure, and high pressure systems across the areas as well. So, and we're just waiting on it to load up here. And here we go. We got more mixed precipitation: Washington, Oregon, Idaho, Montana to Wyoming, and eastern Idaho. We got the shower activity in Washington, Oregon State, northwest California. A little bit of thunderstorm and shower activity scattered over here in portion of Utah, southern Wyoming, and more numerous activity from Montana to Wyoming, through the Dakotas, Minnesota, through Nebraska, Kansas, to Texas, to Louisiana, to Alabama, to portion of Georgia, Tennessee, over toward West Virginia, Virginia, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, and also Wisconsin. A little bit of thunderstorm and shower activity across southeast Virginia, eastern North Carolina. Also got shower activity from New York State up to Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, southeast Canada around New Brunswick. Flat flooding and heavy rain possible over Missouri, Arkansas, portion of eastern Kansas, eastern Oklahoma, western Tennessee, and western portions of Kentucky. Severe weather still up here in portions of Montana, North Dakota, and South Dakota regions as well. Otherwise, expect your high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Sunday. Alright, let's move on into the current watch and warning advisory map for your location across the nation, and it should roll out something like this here across the board. Okay, got special weather statements up here in Maine. We got some air quality alerts up here in portion of New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware, DC, Maryland, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia. Also up here in portions of just some dense fog around the Great Lakes region around Michigan and also Lake Superior. Severe thunderstorm warnings and watches in effect for a portion of Wisconsin, also into areas of Minnesota, also areas of Nebraska, northern Kansas, portion of southwest Iowa, northwestern areas of Missouri. Got some flash flooding, flash flood warnings, flood warnings and flash flood watches and flood watches affect areas over here in the area of Iowa. Also into Missouri, got some hydro issues there as well in Missouri. Then we got the flash flood warning, flood advisory for a portion of southeast Texas. And you can see all these burgundy colors. These are flash flood warnings in Texas. One in Oklahoma, severe thunderstorm warnings in yellow for Oklahoma, and also into areas of New Mexico. Got one flash flood watch in effect for one county there in New Mexico. Got plenty of red flag warnings for Colorado, Utah, Arizona. Also in Nevada, in California, one county in areas of Wyoming, and then more special weather statement for northern Minnesota, North Dakota, also through Nebraska, southeast Wyoming, southern Idaho. Got a little bit of wind advisories in some mountains of California and one county there in Nevada. Alrighty, we got small craft advisories up here around the New York City area, down towards the Rhode Island area, a little bit along the Panhandle, Florida, southern Louisiana. Got some coastal flood statements there as well. Got a few special weather statements in eastern North Carolina also. Small craft advisory for Southern California, Northern California, Southern Hawaii and Chain Island. And we have a winter storm watch in effect for Central Alaska and a little area there with a small craft advisory there as well. Alright, let's move on into the Storm Prediction Center outlook for day number 2, which is Saturday. You can see we have a marginal risk for a portion of Texas up to Oklahoma City. And then again in northern areas with Wyoming through Billings, Montana, and then again from Delmont, Iowa, all the way over towards Portland, Maine. You can see a slight risk around Glasgow, Montana, portion of North Dakota, then Columbus, Ohio, to Albany, New York. Elsewhere, just general thunderstorms in the green. Tornado probability, just 2% up here in portion of Ohio and Pennsylvania. Damaging winds. You can see this is where the significant damage of wind. Let me go back to, okay, here's the damaging wind. You can see we have a 30% chance of the damaging winds up to 80 miles an hour from Pittsburgh up to Albany, then from Columbus to portion of southern Vermont, New Hampshire, that's 15, and then 5% from Iowa to Missouri to Maine, across Oklahoma, Texas. You can see some more significant severe damaging winds up to 70 miles an hour across North Dakota and Montana. Alright, large hail looks like this. 5 and 15% pretty much in the same locations I just called out earlier. Alright, let's move on into areas day number 3 for Storm Prediction Center outlook for severe weather. And we have a marginal risk up here around rural Richmond, Virginia, then up here Glasgow down towards areas of Palatine. And then you can see around Minnick and Bismarck, 15% risk area. General thunderstorm from Montana to Texas to Maine, and a severe weather 5% over here in Virginia, 5% in portion of Nebraska and South Dakota, Montana. And you can see here in western North Dakota, northwestern South Dakota, eastern Montana, that's where the significant severe weather with large tornado winds and hail. Alright, let's move on into day number 5, which is where that's going to be located at for severe weather for day 5. 15% up here around Minnick to Bismarck in northern South Dakota. Let's move on into day 6. Moves over to Grand Forks, Fargo, and portion of Minnesota, just west of Minneapolis. But a marginal risk will outline this area as well on day 3 when it gets to day number 3. Alright, now we're going to round it up with the tropics. Should roll out something like this here across the board. And you can see that there's no tropical development as soon as it pops up over the next 7 days. So here it is right here. Here's the satellite imagery. You can show you, but the same thing was on at the beginning of the show. And then here's the tropical cyclone. It's not expected during the next 7 days in the eastern across the tropical Atlantic, Caribbean, and the Gulf. Alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe if you have not. Like the video, share the video. We'll catch you back in the next one. Have a wonderful Friday evening, folks. Take care and also enjoy the weather, because the only weather you got.